my channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Christine. Today we have a hair video and this has been super highly requested, and I compiled a list of 12 different hairstyles I'm going to show you, and these are all like greasy hairstyles. I'm actually on day 3 and I have lots of dry shampoo, lots of product in here, and I am gonna shower tonight, so I figured it was a good time to show you all the hairstyles that I've been loving, that I've been seeing all over TikTok and Pinterest. So let's go ahead and dive right in. The first few hairstyles I'm gonna show you are very strongly inspired by TikTok. So first thing you're gonna need is some clear elastics. Okay, I have a mirror down here, so that is what I'm gonna be looking at. So first hairstyle, you kind of want to part your hair over, make it as straight as possible, and I'm just gonna grab like a little square like that. I don't know if you can see that. Just like that. And then I'm gonna kind of follow this line and grab some more hair. You see that? And then I'm gonna combine it with the hair in this first loopy. And you want to make sure that you tie it as close to your scalp as possible, because if you need to like pinch it to tighten it or adjust or anything like that, sometimes the bands can snap or it makes your hair like really bumpy, which we don't want that. Oh, see how when I pulled that, kind of made it lumpy? Okay, so that is the first row. Super cute, and I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. I struggled with this when I first did this hairstyle, is you kind of have to make sure your rows are even. And if you wanted, you could do 3 rows and just have them be like smaller sections. I think that looks cute too, but I'm a low effort type of gal. And that is the finished hair. Okay, so I actually feel like it does look a little bit better when my hair is curled. So I have my T3 curly hair, gonna add some heat protectant. But I do have older videos on how I curl my hair. It's pretty much the same idea. Pretty much what I do is I'll just curl it like normal, and I'll kind of like pull it out and not hold it in there for too long, so that way it gives me more of a wave and not so much of a defined curl. Up in the crown of the hair, I do want a little bit more volume, so I'll grab like 1-inch sections and I'll curl it much closer to the root, and I'll kind of like loosen the barrel and kind of pull it out straight, so that way we have more of that volume. I kind of like zhuzh it. You see that difference between this side and this side? It just has so much more volume. Okay, so this is the finished curls. I'm gonna add a little bit of hair product to it. I've been loving this Unite texturizer spray, so I'll go ahead and just add some kind of like near the roots and mid parts of my hair, and it just helps to add a little bit more texture. So already you can see that looks so much better. It adds so much more volume. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of this Unite Expanda Dust. So this powder, you need very little. The first time I used it, I made the mistake of like adding way too much. And it's kind of like a dry shampoo powder, but its sole purpose is to add a volume to your hair. Okay, this is the first style. I love the way that it looks. It's very cool, effortless, pretty easy to achieve. Second style that I'm gonna do, since we already have the hair styled like this, and I'm gonna go ahead and gather all of the hair into a high bun. You can do it kind of messy. And you can kind of just, any of the pieces that are sticking out like that, you grab it and kind of tuck it back into the hair tie. Kind of have a fun textured high bun, especially with the 2 front pieces. It just looks really cute, but it grabs all of my baby hairs. We didn't need to add very much product or gel or anything like that. So this is style number 2. Okay, for the next style, I'm actually gonna keep these 2 little elastics in. What we're gonna do next is we're gonna keep the hair in the elastic, and I'm actually gonna put my finger like through the middle of it and poke it through here and pull the hair through. So it kind of like flips it inside out and almost makes the hair lay down a little bit flatter. Do the same to this side. Put my finger through that, and then I'm gonna pull hair and kind of like pinch it and then pull it through. So this is actually a hairstyle that I did for Valentine's, and I learned it from TikTok. I love the way it looks. So next I'm gonna grab actually another section down here, a little section like that. I'm gonna go ahead and tie it off. Okay, once we have that, I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing. Put my finger through it. You kind of want to make sure they're all similar, and that way all of your bands kind of line up. Okay, so this is actually how the hair looks like after I pulled all the little bands tight, and I really like this hairstyle because it almost looks like I'm wearing one of those like hair bands. You know what I'm talking about? Like one of the ones that Maddie wears in Euphoria, but it's all with elastic, so it's really fun. One thing that I did recently get is a little root filler. Usually I use just black eyeshadow, but this product is specifically made to touch up your roots and fill in your brows. This is from Madison Reed. This is in the color black, and included is like everything that we need to fill in our hairline and brows, so it's kind of nice. I feel like I have a little bit of bald spots, especially when you pull your hair back like that. So I'm just gonna grab some on this brush that's included. This is my first time trying this out, so hopefully. Whoa, so you can tell the difference immediately from this side compared to this side. For the next hairstyle, we're actually gonna utilize these elastics that we have in, and we're gonna do little space buns. I feel like this is gonna be perfect for Coachella. This will actually be the first year that Brett and I are going, and we're really excited, but I don't really know what outfits I wanna pack or anything like that. Can I just pull up all the hair? I'm gonna twist it out. Oh my god, this is so cute. I feel like I would do this for Coachella. That is so cute. Okay, next hairstyle, I'm gonna re-part my hair. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab the elastics again, and this time I'm just gonna do 2 little pigtails. So we have a section. I've been using this Kevin Murphy Night Rider Maximum Control Texture Paste, and I really like it. I don't know if this is like a pomade or anything like that, but it comes in a tin like this. I'll grab some paste between my fingers and kind of apply some in there. And then you need one of these brushes. This is key. This is the main brush that I've been using. It's kind of like a mix. There's lots of hairs in it right now, but it's a mix between a normal brush and a boar hair brush. Those are really good because it really helps to lay all your baby hairs flat, and especially if you're using like hair product or anything like that, it just is really useful. Also, I forgot to mention, if you struggle with getting like the really lumpy hair bits, I switched from clear elastic to a normal hair tie, and it helps a lot better. Next hairstyle, I'm gonna do a half up look. So following this line, I'm gonna grab about not much hair. I'm gonna grab my brush and kind of gather my hair, make sure it's really slick. Then grabbing one of my thicker hair ties. And this is the next hairstyle, very easy. Next hairstyles that I'm going to show you, I'm just going to get out of the way because they're kind of basic. We're going to use a claw clip, and what I'm going to do is I actually like to part my hair because I feel like it just makes the look a little bit cleaner. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab all of my hair and kind of pull it into a loose, low pony. Then what I do is grab my pony with my right hand, and I'll kind of like twist it. See how my pointer finger's out? I'll kind of twist it starting at the bottom, and it slowly pulls some of the hair into this like loose bun. And then I'll grab the clip and clamp. And then I can just grab a couple of tendrils like that and kind of loosen this bottom half. But also the longer you wear it, the more your hair is gonna kind of fall out. And I feel like this look is very classic, especially if I'm like traveling and I'm too lazy to bring too much hair product with me. I feel like this is always like a fail-safe method. The claw clip that I have too is something that I bought while I was in Paris, but you can go to any pharmacy near you, and I'll go ahead and link some ones that I really like. Next hairstyle that I really like is something really easy. It's gonna be similar to the half up. I'm just gonna grab about half of my hair like this, like that, and then I'll just take the claw clip and kind of secure it half up like that. And I feel like this style looks very classy as well. Okay, next I'm going to show you one of the last few styles before we go ahead and move into the slicked hairstyles. The last little style I'm going to show you is just a little braid situation. You're just going to take the front part of your hair, and I usually grab about that much, like that, and I'm going to start closer to the roots, because the closer to the roots, the more baby hairs we can get in there. And I'm just going to start braiding the bangs. This is the next style. You can kind of leave the bangs out if you want. If your hair is a little bit longer, it will stay a little bit flatter to your face, but I feel like because my hair is so short, it kind of like they stick out a little bit, which I think kind of looks a little bit funny, but you kind of get the idea, right? If your bangs are a little bit longer, it's gonna look better. Okay, next, let's move into the slicked hairstyles. I'm really excited. I love slicking my hair. I started doing this new thing where I'll take actually my bangs, and I'm actually gonna slick it like that. So I have this Eco Styler gel. This is something that I recently started using. The TikTok girlies recommended it. I'm just gonna grab some that's in the cap. You really don't need a whole lot, and I'm just gonna layer it on. I want the hair to lay flat. That you get like a really clean line. I'm gonna go ahead and leave the bangs out first, and I'm gonna start with the rest of the hair. I'm gonna pull it into kind of a slick low bun situation. I'm like lathering on the gel because you want the hair to look really slicked and clean. Grabbing my brush from earlier, I'm gonna go ahead and use this to smooth out my hair. So I'm actually going to take the brush, kind of lay the bangs down and tuck it into that. That looks really good. I'm going to grab my elastic. Oh, wow, arm workout. Okay, once we have that secured into a low pony, I'm going to grab another elastic, and I'm going to start twisting it into a bun. Like that. And going back in with my little detail brush, I'm gonna use this and lay down. And it is really stubborn. And this part is key because I feel like this is what gives you the really sleek, clean look. Okay, so that looks really good. I feel like this looks very sleek and sexy. I'm gonna go back in with my root filler, touch-up powder, and I'm gonna grab a little bit more and kind of touch up it right here. And this is the next hairstyle. Okay, next we're gonna move into one of my favorite hairstyles and a go-to for me. It is going to be the slick bun. This time I'm gonna be parting my hair down the middle. And this is actually a hack that I shared on my TikTok and Reels, but I'll show you guys again. What I do is I'll grab about half of the hair, again starting from where my eyeline level is. We want to make sure that we're keeping this middle part that we made earlier. Okay, just like that, pretty slick and clean. And I'm gonna go ahead and secure this. So like that looks really good. The middle part is really clean. Starting with just half of your hair really helps to keep this middle part. Next, I'm gonna grab the rest of my hair, and because we follow the guidelines of the eye earlier, it's just gonna help us to get like the perfect height of a bun. Sometimes I feel like it can be too high or too low, but I'm just gonna grab the rest of my hair and kind of connect it with that little elastic that we had earlier. And I'm just gonna start twisting it into a really tight bun. Just like that. And then with the rest of the hair, you can see there's still like some pieces that are really stubborn. I'm gonna grab a little bit more hair product. And some of my little bun has little hairs that pop out, and I actually think that's really cute when that happens, but if you don't like it, you can always just take little bobby pins and kind of like pin it down. And this is the final look. It's a very sleek, slicked bun, and it's very Hailey Bieber inspired. I just love the way that the middle part looks. It makes a simple bun look so much more elevated and expensive, which I love. If you're a little bit more self-conscious about looking like an egghead when you do this, I would just pull some little like tendrils and little strands in the front, and I think that helps a lot, but I'm obsessed with the way that this looks, and I'm gonna show you another version. Next, I am gonna do the same thing, but I'm gonna pull some front pieces down. And same exact deal. I'm almost gonna pull this one though a little bit higher. Grabbing another elastic. This time, I'm gonna twist the hair into a bun again. But I'm gonna pull it around just enough and leave some of the hair out. Cute. And then with the pieces that are out, you can straighten it if you want, but actually I'm just gonna take some of the gel and kind of like laying down any baby hairs. And this is the last hairstyle. It's very Euphoria inspired, and I actually did the same hairstyle in a drunk Get Ready With Me TikTok, and you guys love this hairstyle. I feel like it looks very cool and kind of like model off duty, and I just love the little tendrils sticking out. And this, you guys, is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed this video and all of the different hairstyles that I came up with. I feel like I've been sitting down and filming for hours and hours now. I'm so excited to wash my hair and get all this product out of it, but I hope you guys found this video helpful. I'll link everything that I used in this video down below, as well as any other favorite items that I have. If you guys try out any of these hairstyles, let me know down below in the comments or tag me on Instagram. I would love to see some of your recreations, but thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know what you want to see next from me, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!